Hi guys and welcome to another FIFA 22 video, and today guys we're going to be ranking every single SBC released so far in FIFA 22. I believe there's been 97 of them so far. It's a bit of a cool video to kind of do. I often see Team of the Year as a bit of a halfway point throughout the whole game cycle. It is, at least in my personal opinion, the best promo in the whole of any FIFA. I think the very best cards get released at this particular stage of the game. I think it's just such a really, really good time. But always the week before Team of the Year. I mean, I'm deciding not to save any packs this year. I might go and get that 81 times 25 pack. And that's basically it. I won't really be getting anything else. Maybe some of the packs from Division Rivals this Thursday. I'll also save them as well. But realistically, I'm not saving too much to open for Team of the Year. If you guys are, let me guys know what you already have saved for Team of the Year. But I'm very excited for it. But at the moment, EA aren't really releasing too much in terms of content. So I thought I'm going to go and make a video. I make a whole tier list on tiermaker.com. I had to go and find all the players that have been given SBCs. You will notice that no icons are in this video because icons, any icon SBC, you can still go and buy that player off the market. We're purely focusing on players that have only ever been accessible through SBC. So obviously not objective cards, not cards that you can buy off the market or whatever. Purely just player SBCs where there's no other way to be able to get them. And on the left hand side here we have amazing, obviously with some of the best ones, decent, average, poor, and you're odd if you did this SBC. We'll see how many fit into that category. Maybe there's some SBCs that you guys have forgotten about. Obviously I'm gonna have to try and skip through some of these a little bit quicker because I don't want this video to be way too long. I feel like it's best to kind of keep this video a little bit shorter, maybe just under 5 minutes time or something like that. But I thought a bit of a different type of video before Team of the Year. It's something that you guys might enjoy. Do you guys agree with these SBCs? Are there some SBCs here that you have forgotten about completely? Because there's quite a few that I've forgotten about, and there's a few that I regret not doing. But anyway, let's start off with the first one. Aubameyang, I'm going amazing. Now, this SBC, I think you can still do right now in FIFA as well. He was there for a very, very long time. He's very expensive, but at the same time, you know, he's cheaper than the Icon Player Pick Pack, for example. And the chances are, if you go and do this Aubameyang cards, he's probably going to be better than what you're going to realistically get in your Icon Player Pick Pack. I mean, obviously, you know, I got Vieira and Cantona on mine, which were obviously fantastic picks to be able to get. But I've seen so many people get really, really bad Icon Player Picks. Aubameyang is cheaper than the Icon Player Pick SBC, and he's insane in this game. He's absolutely fantastic. Really, really love that card. Fantastic for me alongside that headliners Vinicius and play them off Mohamed Salah. Boateng, I completely forgot about this card. Average. I feel like he was really good for weak foot, but the problem is, you know, unless you have like an Essien in your team or something like that, he isn't. You're very restricted to having to use him. Hertha Berlin aren't the best team in FIFA 22. You have to really kind of, you know, are restricted to using him with a full Bundesliga team. There's not many people that run a full Bundesliga setup this year, and you really need to either you need Icon Essien with him or loads of icons around him, or a full Bundesliga team. And I just don't think the Bundesliga on the whole is a fantastic league compared to previous years. So yeah, I'll go with that one in average. Dini, this was a flash SBC, and I'll go decent for this one because in terms of some of the best kind of Silver Star cards, he was a really good one to be able to do. I think he was only there for like 12 hours or something like that. But if you get your hands on him, for what he kind of cost, he was very, very cheap to be able to do. And he's very useful, of course, for those Silver Stars objectives. Draxler, I will go probably with average. I feel like his card on the whole is just a little bit average in terms of his stats. I think the one thing that made him kind of stand out was the 5-star weak foot. Gundogan, average, because the actual card itself is really, really decent. In fact, no, I'll probably go decent with this card because he is actually supposed to be a very, very good card to be able to use in this game. The only problem with him is that he's just ridiculously expensive, like even more expensive than the Aubameyang SBC, I think. Jones was another SBC that came out as a flash SBC during the Black Friday signature signings promo or whatever. I'd go decent for him because he's the only centre-back, or no, only one of two centre-backs, I believe, that we've had so far from Silver Stars. So if you've got your hands on him, fantastic, easy to link into teams. Miura, I'd probably go average for, and Nakamura, I'd probably go decent for, at least in my opinion, for those two SBCs. Ziyech, I'd go average. I'd probably go poor with Ziyech, actually. A lot of people really liked him. I'd probably go poor with this card. I think he's been the worst of the moments cards from SBCs that we've had so far. I don't think that 2-star weak foot's a good thing to have an attacker, even at this stage of the game. Neres, I'd go decent. It's an SBC that you can still do. Very, very good. Galeno's Rhodes, team of the tournament cards. Nah, not very good. Banza, I'd probably go average for. Burrows' player of the month, I'd go poor. Chong's SBC, I will go average with. Carlson, I'd go average. He's actually got a pretty decent cards. Very nice to link in as well with that Ibrahimovic Winter Wild cards. Sange, I also go average for. Till, I will go poor for. Chiellini's flashback card, I would go average with. Umtiti, I would go average with as well. Pato, I would go amazing, I think, on this one. Really, really cool cards. Benzema, I regret doing... Out of all the SBCs that have come out, he is the one that I regret not doing the most, because he is insane in this game. This is the best Benzema card. He's better than like his Player of the Month card. He's better than any Inform card he's had. Despite being the lowest rated, this is the best Benzema card we've had so far in this game. He's absolutely unreal. Nightmare to be able to come up against. Kante, I would go amazing. No, I'll go decent for Kante, I think, on the whole. Mahrez, I'd go decent. You never really see that Mahrez card, to be honest. Muller, I'd go decent with. Pedro, I think, is average. Kanaloglu's Player of the Month will probably be poor. Icardi would have to be amazing. There's a bit of a theme with moments and flashback cards there. Morata, I think, was a poor one for flashback. Simeone's Player of the Month, average for this one, not too bad. And there's the first one. You're odd if you've done this SBC, because I don't think he's ever getting much game time at all at Monaco, and he's remained as a 76 rated. And Monaco were never even, were far from guaranteed to go and get those 5 wins in the 10 matches. Not the same team as what they were from their title-winning season a few years ago. Gelson Martins, I'd go decent for this SBC. Koulibaly, I'd go decent. Shaqiri was the first SBC I believe he had during early access. I'm going to go with poor on this one because he did get an upgrade. And the other thing is, I kind of understand people maybe were doing this SBC because he was the first SBC that we got in the whole of FIFA 22. So maybe I can maybe understand a few people doing this one. Talisca, I would go decent for. He's not like a game changer or anything like that, but, you know, is he an 86 rated now? He might actually be an 86 rated. I keep him at decent for that one. For Halovic, I go average with. Ben Rama's SBC, I go decent. Julian Brandt, I'd probably go average on this one. Jonathan Klaus, I'd probably go amazing, actually. I think he was a really, really good SBC. Payet, poor. Poor SBC, very expensive as well. Koza, because of the links he provides, I'd probably go decent on this one. Atiba, I'd go decent. He was a good card. Kainta, I think he came out on Christmas Eve as like the SBC, like the 23rd of December. Poor. In fact, you know what? There. I don't understand. Unless you may be Austrian or a massive fan of him, then maybe we can make an exception. But actually, I think he fits into that category. Did not understand that SBC at all. This Blackburn centre-back, I'd probably still go with poor, really. I know he's got fantastic pace, but it's not great. Salini, probably poor. Alroz card, I would go amazing for. Coutinho, I'd go decent. Pandev, I'd go poor. Didn't think that was a good SBC at all. Sal, I'd probably go average. Zaha, decent. Pulisic, I'd go decent for both these cards. I know both of them had like a few different stats, but they were from those ice player picks for the SBCs. Decent for those. Darmian, I'd go decent with. Keita, I'd go average. Vazquez, average. Mertens, both his cards, I'd say, go into decent. Muriel, I'd probably put decent for him. Kovacic would be decent. Sule, amazing, absolutely insane cards. Probably the best showdown card that we've had, along with that PK card that still didn't get the upgrade. But even PK, when it comes to him, which is just there, I'll be probably putting him in amazing as well, although we didn't get the upgrades. Kondogbia, I'd probably go average with. Capuwe, I'd go with amazing. I really regret not doing that SBC as well. Delict, you don't really see this one too much, but he's actually a really good card. I'd go decent for him. Sebastian Hallett, I'd go average with. Namincia from Wolfsburg, I'd go poor. A few people would say his stats look really good. I mean, yeah, his base stats do, but his in-game stats don't at all. PK, amazing. Both those cards, fantastic, although he didn't get any upgrade at all. Still insane. Bernardo Silva, another SBC I really regret not doing. I'd say him, that Benzema cards, and Capuwe are probably the top 3 that I regret not doing the most. Maybe even Jonathan Klaus a little bit. Nabil Fekir, amazing. I did this SBC. He was great. Kostic, average for him, just didn't really stand out too much. Politano, decent. Marcos Asensio can get upgrades, but I'd still probably say average for him. Insigne, I'd probably put average for him as well. I really slated on him when I reviewed him. Since then, I've actually used him a little bit, and he's been given a 1+ upgrade. He's a little bit more usable. Dante was poor. Gersons, I just don't understand that SBC at all. I think you were odd if you'd done it. Nkunku, I'd probably go average for both his cards for that particular one. But no, I'll upgrade them to decent. Zanilo was average. Parejo was decent. Verratti was average. I thought Trent's SBC, average on the whole. Edwards, decent SBC. Sterling Player of the Month, I think decent as well. Williams was poor, I think. Got some nice stats, but the 2-star weak foot ruined him. Alphonso Davies, SBC for Player of the Month, decent there. Nkunku's Player of the Month, decent. Ronaldo, I think, has to just go in amazing, doesn't he? Very expensive. The same with Mohamed Salah, absolutely fantastic. I'll have to just scroll up a little bit more there. Put him in amazing. Patrick Schick, poor for him. Vert, average. Fofana is not going to be going in poor. He's going to be going in amazing. Another SBC I regret not doing. Kwame, poor. The only reason why I'm putting him there is that he's good fodder. Laborde, I'd go decent with. He's actually a bit of a nightmare to play against. Little Normans, probably. I did this SBC, so I guess I'm odd for doing him. Paqueta as well. You never see that card ever at all. Vinicius, amazing. And Plum of Benzema, I will put below his flashback cards and put him into decent. And there we go, guys. There I have ranked all of the SBCs. This video is going to come to about 10 minutes long, and I tried to do it as quick as I possibly could. But there we go. Do you agree with this? So most of them fall into the decent category. Few in average, and then a few here at the bottom. Of course, Gerson's, the two cards, they weren't separate SBCs. It was the same SBC, and you had the choice to pick one of them. Just didn't think it was a good SBC at all. Be hard to put Dante, maybe this guy from Blackburn as well, into this particular bottom SBC. I guess the centre-back with 91 pace, I maybe understand. Have I been a little bit too harsh in a few of these cards? Maybe so. I've obviously taken into account how I think that the card plays in game, and then also what kind of price it was for them. And I think this is a pretty good ranking. But if you guys disagree with this, let me guys know what you think of it. I thought it was a pretty cool video to do as a little bit of a change. But anyway, guys, there we go. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later.